For sure. Now, let me tell you something that's very interesting. It mentions 30 gears.
Yeah.
The latest on it is that it has 69 gears.
Wow.
Okay? 69 gears. And they're not sure if it's going to end there. Now, they've duplicated a lot of the stuff that it does, and it's been a 20-year project. The research has been ongoing for 100 years, but lately with the funds and so forth, and so they currently have identified 69 gears. It may end up being 71, 72 gears, okay? But the complexity of it is tremendous, okay? The question is, who made it?
Mm-hmm.
And for what? For what reason? So they're saying that the Cicero, which was a orator and a lawgiver in the Roman times, alludes to a couple of these machines having been made in history. And they're saying that Archimedes is probably the originator of one of these machines. Archimedes was a tremendous mathematician. And so what they are alluding to, and then some of this stuff is subjective, but what they're alluding to is they're saying, look, Archimedes definitely had the brains to make it. And a couple of machines throughout history have been cited for Archimedes and one more person. But Archimedes is the one that comes up. But he probably was not able to put it together. It was probably put together by either a student of Archimedes or someone that knew very, very much math and astronomy, extremely intelligent to be able to put it together, and then a master workman shop where they could make these gears. And they don't think that they pounded them together. They think that there was like a
Forged or cast somehow.
Cast somehow. The gears are made out of bronze. Okay? So they are saying, look, even though this is extremely complicated machinery, we have in history writing about this.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't survive. This is the only one that survived. Okay? And it was underwater. And probably that's why it survived. Because it stayed underwater for hundreds of years.
Yeah,
okay?
2,000 years it says.
Yeah.
2,000.
But it's extremely complicated. Let me share this with you. One of the wheels has 223 teeth.
One of the gears.
One of the gears has 223 teeth. Just let that sink in for a second. There are a couple of wheels with 38 teeth. And another one with 127 teeth. And so they're asking themselves, why is this happening? Well, it goes with the astronomical movements of the moon and other celestial bodies, so that you can see eclipses, full eclipses of the moon. And all you have to do is, they're thinking that you if you wanted to find when an eclipse of the moon was coming or had passed, you click the gears to that date, and it would tell you this is a full eclipse of the moon, this is the color it's going to be. That's what this machine did. It's absolutely incredible. And if you didn't have the machine, then you would have to do a big, huge geometrical equation to figure out the movements, okay, of the elliptical bodies. And I mean, it's incredible because look, even the moon doesn't have a perfect circle of rotation. It's elliptical. And as it goes further away from the sun, the gravitational pulls and so forth pull it out. So this thing could predict
Wow.
even the variances of those bodies as they went around. I mean, it's mind-boggling. So that's why they say also that many people don't believe that we had the technology back then to do it. You know, and this gentleman, Mr. Tony Freeth, says, I can understand the predation because, you know, to something of this sophistication. And he couldn't even get into the entire complexity of things. It's just mind-boggling. But throughout history, there are certain instances where, like Cicero and a couple other guys cite, you know, Archimedes building something similar to this. And then, you know, it's just very complex. I tell everybody, do your own research. But for example, 38 teeth it's half of 19, and 127 teeth is half of 254. And this goes with apparently a very famous 19-year cycle of the moon. Can you believe it? So it's extremely complex.